One of our biggest role as fathers is to affirm potential. Number two, also to validate a potential. For us to achieve that role, we are to learn the language that will build them up, that will build our children up. And in John 20:21, we see Jesus validating a potential when he says to his disciples, "As the Father has sent me, I too am sending you." As a father, I need to realize that affirmation is vital in the well-being of my children. Number one, why do I say that? In their mental stability, in the level of their confidence, having them believing in themselves, and when I continue on affirming their potential, it actually enhances their character as well. So I must affirm my children according to their needs, and especially according to the needs of the season.
If we affirm, we need to affirm according to the season that they're in. So if your child is between 1 to 6 years, where the big growth is intellectual, it does not help him if we affirm his physique. If we tell her she's beautiful, or we tell him he's got great muscles. When he's between the ages 1 to 6, we want to affirm the intellectual, so when he does things right, when he learns things, when he reads something to you, when he does build a puzzle correctly, we affirm that and we say how clever they are and how proud we are of them of doing that. The same when they become teenagers, we don't want to affirm the intellectual or only the intellectual. Then we want to affirm things like their social abilities, the ability to be a team player, to work in a group, to take part in group activities, to be a leader. So that's why we affirm in those years. When they're 6 to 9 years old, we affirm basic competencies. So for making up a bed, doing chores around the garden, we affirm things like that. And then from 9 to 11, we affirm identity. So affirming identity, we'll tell a boy how strong he is and how tall he's grown and things like that. And for the ladies or for the girl daughters, we'll affirm their unique physique as a lady, as a female. We will not joke around about anything physical with them, but we'll affirm them as a boy and as a girl.
This is where your child now is about to get into the teenage area. And this is where the peer impact is actually playing a big role here. And as a father, you are to take that role for you to be able to make him ready or to make her ready for that stage in his life or her life. You've got to be there to prepare. You've got to be there to tell her of the things that he will come across when he is at that stage. And so that when his friends are actually telling him the wrong information, the biggest thing is he first hear it from you as the father.
Other things we affirm is specific gifts. So if you've got more than one child, please ensure that you understand the temperament of your child. You cannot affirm child number 1 and child number 2 exactly the same way. They are treated differently, and you need to know the different characteristics of your children to affirm that.
My daughter is 7 years old now. You know, she loves baking, she loves cooking together with her mom. And as a father, you've got to come alongside always and affirm that potential. And affirm that, you know what you are baking is so nice and I'm enjoying it when I'm eating it. And that will enhance the confidence of your child or the level of your child. And also it will stabilize the mentality, his mental capacity. My son is 4 years. He loves to help when I am actually busy in the garden. This is the area where when you are busy working and then he's helping you and he's holding that shovel and you are there to say, you know what? Just be careful that you don't hurt yourself, but the work that you are doing is great. And by so doing, you are actually motivating him and you are building up his spirit, and he's going to do it more and excel on it. Because you are affirming his potential and you are validating it as well.
So we need to understand how our children differ from each other and not have one blanket affirmation skill for our children.
One thing, again, that we also need to realize is to confirm the gender identity. The gender identity. I must always constantly confirm the uniqueness of the gender of my children. Thabo is my son. Love fast races, cars, and quiet bikes. Always when I talk to him, I always say, you're my boy. And we ride together the quiet bikes and we are enjoying that day. I'm actually affirming him at that area as a boy. And Mahau is my daughter, She loves being around the house and helping in cooking and baking as well, like I've said earlier, And if she is enjoying something like that, as a father, I also need to come along and confirm that potential and validate it as well. For me to affirm them, I always need to praise them immediately. If they have done something wonderfully, then I need to come right there and praise them and tell them that they did right. And become specific. If it's cooking, then I need to tell them that your cooking is so perfect and it's so nice and I'm enjoying it. Before I drop them to school, and I just tell them, you know what? These are the words that you need to tell yourself before you can even go and join the fellow mate at the school. Just tell yourself that you are enough. Just tell yourself that you are enough because you are a child of God. You are beautiful. You are special. You are unique, you are capable, and you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength.